Welcome to the last segment of Empowerment with Dr. Angie. We are excited that you're here. As you know, we've been having some technical difficulty, but we are still winners. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight. I know that the last segment, I got so excited and said I'd see you all in January. I was trying to rush 2023 in. But on tonight, we are excited that you have joined us and that God has another word of empowerment these last few days of 2022. Now, I'm excited because things have been moving quickly. You know how Amos 9 and 13 says, yes, indeed, it won't be long now. I want you to put that in the chat. Decree and declare that in which you prayed for to happen this year. It won't be long now. This is God's decree. And whatever it is you've been praying for, hoping for, seeking, waiting to manifest, it won't be long now. I touch and agree with you that you're going to see it before 2023 comes in. We thank you that we have been given the opportunity to pray with you, the opportunity to have faith with you, the opportunity to have hope with you in 2022. And so I'm excited tonight that you all have continued to support and you have continued to hold up my arms during this whole year of Empowerment with Dr. Angie. Certainly, the Lord has truly been manifesting some great things. So I want you to know to stay firm, stand on the promise, and don't give up. One of the things that I've been talking about is the words of empowerment that God has released throughout the last 12 months. That's right. I don't know what your word was, but in every word, there was something that marked your territory. There was something that caused you to move. There was something. And when I say something, I'm talking about a word, one of those words that God gave to you. You know, it could have been qualify. It could have been confident. I want you to put your word in the chat right now. Was it fearless that caused you to get up and move? Was it confidence that caused you to get up and go? Was it image? We're created in the image of God. You recognize that, you realize that, you got up and you stepped out. Was it surrender? You had to give up some things. You had to let some things go. Listen, God wants you to know on tonight that he is well pleased with you listening to the word of empowerment and then walking in it. You have power tonight. You have authority tonight. You grew up during this year and begin to execute. Put your word in the chat. Begin to execute some things. And God certainly had a performance for you. And guess what? You were the key character. You were the role. You played the role of who God had called you to be. So I am excited of the numerous testimonies that came out this year because you heard the word of God and you obeyed the word of God. You spoke it and you believed it and then you executed it. Put a clap in the chat because you saw the move of God this year. I know at the beginning of January, I said it was the year of God. How many of you can testify that it was the year of God just for you? And every word of empowerment pushed you, propelled you, moved you to your next level. Some of you are still waiting to see something from God. I believe before the year is out, you're going to level up and you're going to see what God has for you. Now, what did 2022 show you? It showed me my worth. Put it in the chat. What did the year of 2022 show you? It showed me my faith. There are some situations that God took me through that I didn't even realize I had the capacity to be able to come through it, but I did. So 2022, the year of God, showed me my strength. Come on, showed me that I could go through and come out with the power of the Holy Spirit in me. Showed me my perseverance. I stood firm on some things that God showed me to do. My assignments were complete. Showed me boldness. I want you to put it in the chat. What did the year of 2022 show you? Come on, put it in the chat. Be a witness to somebody else. Declare that you came out standing and God gave you favor and he gave you power. So I'm excited about that. Make sure you like, tag, and share tonight. Let them know they need to come on. They need to come on because tonight is the last segment of 2022. Tonight is our last segment for the year. And then we'll be coming back strong on January the 3rd, 2023. I don't know about you, but I'm glad I survived. I don't know about you, but I'm glad I'm still standing. I don't know about you, but every trick and scheme that the enemy tried to bring against me, I survived. Put it in the chat. I'm a survivor. I didn't see everything that God promised me, but I did see some things. And that to me lets me know I am a survivor. We've got something exciting for you on tonight. I had mentioned that in 2023, we were going to have a great project that was going to be coming up. I want to introduce you to some ladies that are a part of this book collaboration that's going to be released in 2023. I want you to know that they took the words of empowerment and they said, it's going to propel me to my next assignment. It's going to propel me to get what God has placed in me out so that the kingdom can be better. We're doing a book collaboration. It will be released in 2023, and I'm excited. Why don't you meet some of the co-authors? And tonight we have two with us that are going to share how it was that God released them to be a part of this collaboration. Right after this, we're going to have one of our co-authors to be interviewed by yours truly, the visionary of this project.
Hello, my name is Jackie Grice, and I am the CEO of Agape Travel and Tours and the founder of Launching Deeper. And as an empowered co-author, I am so excited about my chapter being released called Launching Deeper. And now I am feeling the abundance of God's glory. And I can't wait till next. And you know what that next is? My book called Lessons Under the Tree.
Hello, I'm Pat Williams, and I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And now that my chapter, When Pain Heals, is complete, I am so excited. Yes, as I continue this journey of healing, I invite you to come along with me. I recently founded Abundant Living Consulting, which is a network of resources that provides coaching, mentoring, workshops, conferences, and retreats. Listen, if you are ready to leave the land of familiar and go on an awesome journey of abundant living, check me out.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aquanette Chance, and I'm a native of Danville, Virginia, where I currently reside. And now that my chapter is complete, timing is everything. I am victorious. Where do I go from here? I plan to live a life free from caring so much more about what other people think and how they feel above my own. I've been silent and I've been bound. But I found my voice. I can speak now, and I choose to use my voice to uplift myself, encourage others, and to let them know that they don't have to live in shame and they can be free and live a blessed life as well.
I'm Latanya Smith from Norfolk, Virginia, and I'm so happy to be a co-empowered writer, co-author in a chapter that I've written, Come From Behind Hiding. It's time for me to come from behind hiding because I have a story to tell to empower other women, and I'm so glad that I accomplished this project.
Wow, we are excited that we have Keisha Lawrence with us on tonight. Good evening, Keisha.
Good evening, Dr. Angie.
She is one of our co-authors, and we just want you all to find out more about Keisha. Tell us about yourself, Keisha.
Well, I am born and raised Baltimore, Maryland, but I call Virginia Beach home now. I've been here for about 13 years, and I just want to tell you, I am just so excited to be an empowered co-author.
That's awesome. We are excited that you are a part of this project and you trusted the leading of the Holy Spirit to be a part, but also being a part, you trusted me. So let me tell, what's your chapter? What's the title of your chapter?
The name of my chapter is Depression Wasn't My Friend.
Wow. Wow.
Every time something happened, depression would come around and, try to lull me to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to wake up and realize depression wasn't my friend
Mm.
because it didn't just want me to go to sleep. It wanted me to die.
Wow.
It wanted to kill everything that God had placed inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am just so excited that I met you at this time of my life when I just feel so invigorated. After writing this book, my chapter in this book, I was a little nervous.
Okay. I think we all were.
I'm still a little nervous.
Right.
But it has really revived me to go forward and do what God has already told me that I'm supposed to do. So thank you, Dr. Angie.
Well, you are welcome. And thank you for believing in me that God gave me the vision. Now, what are your plans after this release?
I'm so excited. So after this new release, I have a book that I'm working on and a curriculum to go with that.
Wow.
Because I want to empower women like you.
Okay.
Women that are struggling in their relationships, that have put a cap on their limited them and what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
So in this course, they will learn about different relationships and unhealthy behavior systems.
Wow. Okay. That's good.
That has limited them. So now they'll be able to go forth empowered with knowledge so that they can achieve their calling.
Wow. So let me ask you this. What took you so long to expose this?
Wow, that's an excellent question. I believe when you first came and invited me to be a part of this, I was thinking, well, I'm still in the middle of healing.
Right.
Wow. I'm not quite there yet. I didn't know if I had anything to give to anyone. But in working with you, I realized that I have overcome a lot.
Wow.
And I think a lot of things that I've gone through, some other people may not have survived.
Wow. That's
so it's
powerful.
Not something that I can sit on any longer. I think timing is everything.
I love that. It's not something that you can sit on any longer. When you know that your assignment is to empower other women, and that even though you've gone through something, then you can be a testimony and a witness to what they're in.
Yes.
And so that's powerful. I like that. You said, I hadn't even finished healing yet, but because you stepped out of that fear and into faith, would you say that you continue to heal, or you got closer to a place of healing?
Yes, absolutely. God confirmed that for me because we're never going to be finished. When we are finished, it's time to go to the other side.
Right.
So there's always going to be something about us that needs just a little bit more. But we can't sit on the gift that God has already given us.
Right.
I'm already an overcomer.
Mm.
So I am ready now.
Right.
He's healed me enough that now I have the courage to tell my story and to step out and to help others.
Wow. Now, when that book is released, you all need to make sure that you look for Keisha Lawrence's story, because it's going to invigorate you, but also heal you. Because as you heard her say, she was still in the healing process. And I need for other women to understand, you don't have to be completely healed when you start operating in your assignment.
Yes.
And I mean, Keisha is a prime example of that. Well, Keisha, I've already read your story. We're not going to tell anything else because we want people to get the book when it's released in 2023. First, I just want to thank you for your courage. Thank you for your bravery. And thank you for being an overcomer of depression and allowing God to use you in this season to help other women.
You're welcome.
Great. Thank you. Now stay tuned, because here's another video with some other powerful co-authors.
Hi, my name is Dewana Seawood. I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia. I'm excited to be an empowered co-author. Now that my chapter Don't Give Up is complete, I'm optimistic. And so from here, my plan is to continue to plant seeds to encourage others to just don't give up, lose hope, or lose faith.
Hello, my name is Tina Oles, and I'm from the beautiful city of Virginia Beach, Virginia. I am so excited to be an empowered co-author. Once my chapter From Riches to Rags is completed, I am going to be so amazed. I'm just so amazed to see that God even gave me the strength to even write this chapter about something that I did in life that someone will be amazed about, because they won't believe that I even did that particular act in my life. And I'm just so excited that God has given me the strength to keep moving forward and to know that He is the one that has brought me out from riches to rags and back to riches. He's bringing me out.
Hi, I am Cynthia Wills, and I am from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and I am an empowered co-author. Now that my chapter has been concluded, I shall live and not die. I feel satisfied. Where do I go from here? I will sell books, share my testimony of survival, and make sure that my testimony gets told and shared with everyone that I can think of. In the words of the Winans, millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. Thank you and be blessed.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Vaughn, and I'm a native of Portsmouth, Virginia. Now that my chapter, Abducted at Plain Sight, is finished, I am shameless. And where do I go from here? I want to be an advocate to all the women, young girls in the world, to let them know they don't have to be ashamed or fear of being violated, that they have a voice. And I'm here to speak for the ones that don't have one, that you can do it.
Wow. What power in being transparent and sharing your narrative to the world. Now I have Zandra Sims.
Yes.
I've known Zandra for many years. And one thing I say about you, Zandra, is you're just going to be true to what God has called you. So let us know a little bit about you.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Zandra Sims. I'm from Suffolk, Virginia, and I am an educator within one of the local school systems, and my chapter is 13 and counting.
Mm.
And so I am very renewed and excited that it is done and it is complete. Like Keisha, there was a little reservedness about it and a little bit of fear,
Right.
not wanting to share.
Mm-hmm.
But as I found out, as I got into it more and let go, I felt more freedom about it and sharing with other people.
That's awesome. One of the things I write a lot, but everything that I write is not always open to share, but there's something personal that comes out of it, and that's liberation.
Yes.
When we are able to release some things that have occurred to us, we don't always think that, let's see, sometimes we don't think that other people care.
Right.
And sometimes we don't think that it's worth sharing.
Right.
But anything that you have gone through in life and come out of, Zandra, is worth sharing.
Yes.
Because I know it's going to help someone else. Now, we don't want to disclose the whole story, but that topic, 13 and counting, just tell us a little bit about what that 13 meant.
That 13 is an age.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes when we look at our lives,
Mm-hmm.
on any aspect of our lives,
Right.
whether we're 13, 30, 33, 43, sometimes things happen and we develop a spirit of shame.
Okay.
And it clothes us.
Wow.
And we don't want to talk about anything
Mm-hmm.
because that shame is something that we have had on
Mm-hmm.
and we carry it.
Mm-hmm.
And so even in the process of writing, and I had to put myself back at
Wow.
that age, shame was coming off.
Wow.
And so, so it was
it was tearful sometimes, but it was necessary.
Right. Exactly. One of the other co-authors, Vanessa Vaughn, she said, now that my chapter is over, I am shameless. And when you just talked about that shame, you know, when you're shameful about something, there are other things that start attaching to you. What were some of the things that attached to you after that encounter at 13?
Abandonment.
Ooh, wow.
Rejection. And being a people pleaser.
Wow.
Always wanting to make other people happy.
Wow.
And leaving yourself at the end. And so you want to cover everything up. So there's a whole spirit of just covering because you don't want anybody to know.
Right. So when you just said that, what dropped in my spirit was you have to unclothe yourself and be truly transparent. And it's almost like when you were saying that, you know, abandonment and rejection and people pleasing, it's like you're taking jackets off. You're taking layers off. And as you're taking those layers off, then you're becoming free.
Yes.
Wow. What took so long?
I think because there was a spirit of fear, not knowing what other people was going to think, didn't want to hear the negativity of people.
Right.
Because during those moments, you got a lot of negativity.
Yes.
So you learned how to cover and just walk in what was happening.
Right.
And so you don't share a lot and you just keep it to yourself.
Right.
And I think that is one thing that happens in any situation when you go through something and develop a spirit of shame.
Wow.
I want to cover it up. I don't want anybody to know about it. I just want to keep it to myself. And if they find out about it, I want to change it around and make it sound good.
Yeah, that's true. And then you're internalizing, and that's causing you know, more suffering to you personally, to you physically, to you emotionally, and also spiritually. You know, so we'll keep that in mind as they purchase the book and read your chapter and liberate themselves. So what are your plans after now?
Well, my main goal is to empower young girls to know that because they made a mistake and because of their circumstances, they don't have to stay in that mode.
Right.
And they can move on. They can grow from it.
Right.
And be better. And come out to empower other young girls to do better and move on with their life and be productive.
Good. Well, we believe that with the release of this project in 2023, hundreds of thousands lives are going to be changed. And we believe in that the kingdom is going to be better and we'll be able to continue to empower others. Thank you, Zandra, for being with us on tonight. I want to say thank you personally for believing in the project and also coming alongside of us and being a part of this collaboration.
Yes. And thank you for putting it together because I think with all of the women, I think we all are connected.
Yes.
And we all have a sense of freedom.
Yeah. And it was a great time of bonding with some of the ladies that you don't even know. They came from all walks of life and all ages. So that's been phenomenal as well. You know, us unifying as a group and being able to be transparent and share our testimonies. Thank you. Now we have just a few more.
Hello, and my name is Charlene Christian. I am from the beautiful city of Virginia Beach. I am so excited that I had the opportunity to be an empowered co-author of an upcoming book that is going to be magnificent. My chapter called I Walked Out on Faith. Yes, I walked out on faith. I am so excited that God allowed me the opportunity to conclude my chapter. And because of that, now I feel relieved. Relieved that God released me. Relieved that God gave me the grace to complete it without feeling ashamed, without feeling bad about it. I love Him for doing that. Thank you, and look forward to more to come.
Hello everybody, I'm Ricardo and this is my lovely wife Kimberly and we are Team Frost.
And we are from Portsmouth, Virginia.
Now that our chapter I Didn't See That Coming is completed,
we are motivated. So where do we go from here?
Our plan is to continue to encourage marriages by doing Let's Talk About It every first and third Tuesday of the month immediately following Empowerment with Dr. Angie.
And that's on Facebook Live in our marriage group.
Yes.
So we have that, but we also have a book called Pushing Through When We Didn't Want to. We have a collaboration with 12 other couples. Will be coming out March 2nd, 2023. And guess what else we have? We have a marriage conference coming to Houston, Texas.
Houston, you have a problem.
Houston, you have a problem. November 2023, we're coming.
Let's go.
Be empowered.
So excited that God has connected me with 15 powerful, empowered co-authors. You know, it takes a lot to put something of this magnitude together. And all I can say is God did it and He is in it. We don't want you to miss out on this powerful collaboration. It's going to come out in January 2023, and we know it's going to bless you. Stay tuned. Watch social media because you'll be hearing more about this project in the next few weeks. So we want you to mark your calendars. Just mark it and say January 2023. There's going to be a collaboration of these powerful co-authors and Dr. Angie. We want to bless you because God has blessed us. So I'm excited. Put some hand claps in the chat just so that you can encourage these women and this one man that has stepped out of fear and into faith. Transparency. That's what it's all about. And then being able to go to their next. Certainly, God has blessed them to be able to do that. Jackie Grice, Dr. Patricia Williams, Lady Aquanette Chance, Latoya Smith, Tina Oles, Vanessa Vaughn, Cynthia Wheels, Dewana Stewart, Charlene Christian, and Team Frost. Kimberly and Ricardo. Liz, you're going to be hearing more about those names that I just called out because they have endured some things and now they're ready to tell the story as an overcomer, as a survivor. Now, we don't want you to forget there is still a word of empowerment for tonight. If you miss calling anybody, texting anybody, sending them a notice to say Dr. Angie is on, their word of empowerment is about to come forth. Now, you heard every person on tonight talking about how God has basically given them the opportunity to be a part of something. I want you to know it was revealed. It was revealed to them. And when they saw it, when they heard it, they did not walk away from it. It is the revelation that God is trying to give to them. And so tonight's word is revelation. Yes, tonight's word, revelation. Now, you might not see it on the screen. We're still having some technical difficulty, but I want you to know that God has given each one of you a revelation. First of all, you have been qualified. Second, you have been chosen. You've been chosen to ask God anything in His name, and He will release it unto you. And that's exactly what these women and this man has done. They got the revelation from what they had gone through. They recalled it, they reflected upon it, and then God gave them the revelation. What is revelation? The unveiling, the disclosing of truth, exposing, an act of revealing or communicating divine truth, something that is revealed by God to us. I want you to know on tonight that there is a revelation awaiting you to walk in. It's not a happenstance. It's not a coincidence, but it's a predestination from God. Woo! It is predetermined and it is waiting for you to walk in. It's a part of your purpose. That's right. 11 days left. It's a part of your purpose. That's right. 11 days. We're in the fourth quarter. There is something that God has called you to do. And because it has been predestined, because it is predetermined, all you have to do is get up and walk in it. I remember the word go. You've got to get up and go. You've got to get up and surrender. You've got to get up and walk in it. And tonight, God is saying there's a revelation that is awaiting you. These 15 women and men, they heard from me. I disclosed something to them. I unveiled something to them. You're going to get a revelation on tonight before you lay or retire to rest. You're going to hear God speak to you on tonight before you retire and rest. It's 11 days left in this fourth quarter. And I believe if you attune your ear to the mouth of God, you're going to get the revelation of this next assignment. He says he's going to expose you to some things, but while he exposes you, you expose who he is. And that's what the revelation is. Listen, I'm going to go to Revelation 1:1. Listen to the word of the Lord. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants. That's us. The 15 people who said, look, I'm stepping out on faith. The 15 people who said, what do I have to lose? Come on. Come on. The 15 people who said, I've got a story to tell. This narrative is not just going to bless me, but it's going to bless somebody else. The servants who say yes to God. The servants who say, time for hiding has come to an end. I've got something to share. Things which must come shortly. It will come to pass. You need to put that in the chat. It says, which must shortly come to pass. God is speaking to you and giving you a divine revelation on tonight that what he has for you, what he's predestined for you, what he's predetermined for you, it's going to come to pass shortly. Put it in the chat. Shortly. I said, yes, indeed. It won't be long now. Shortly, it's going to come to pass. 11 days, that's shortly. Come on, somebody. The end of the year, that's shortly. But you got to have faith and believe. You got to get up out of shame. You got to get up out of rejection. You got to get up out of abandonment. You heard Minister Zandra say that when you fall into a situation and it wraps you with shame, there are other things that come with it. Embarrassment. The enemy wants to keep you in shame, keep you in abandonment, keep you in rejection. You got to break out of it. Stand up and say, I'm moving forward. But you can't operate in it coming to pass shortly by sitting in the place that the enemy left you. Come on. Put that in the chat. I won't sit where the enemy left me. I won't sit where the enemy left me. The lies, the rumors, and the schemes that the enemy brought against you, it brought shame and it brought embarrassment. But God said, tonight I'm sending you the revelation. It must come to pass shortly. He's giving you an opportunity. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Listen to me. You're the servant on tonight. And the Lord has sent an angel to you to speak revelation into your spirit that it won't be long now. It must cut. The word says it will come to pass shortly. You have 11 days to see it through. It's a mind over matter. Don't allow what you've gone through. Zandra said it happened so long ago, but she's been liberated. Keisha said it happened so long ago, but even in the writing process, she was being healed. Let's stop giving excuses about why we can't. Let's stop blaming it on other people. Let's believe that we are who God says we are, the righteousness of God, who God says we are, the head and not the tail, who God says we are. I am created in his image. I need to get the revelation. If I'm in his image, then guess what? I'm a joint heir, and the things that he has predestined for me, predetermined for me, are waiting for me to get up out of shame and move forward. And move forward. I love the way that the Message Bible says, God gave it to make it plain to his servants what is about to happen. He said he